Hello and welcome once again to the Dr. Zero Free Magic Secret Show, the Dr. Zeero Xiron Free Magic Secret Show, where we investigate all sorts of magic throughout world history, and it is also your super value psychological shopping experience for all your sinister supervillain needs. Now, today's topic, well, something integral to supervillain subculture, split personalities. You know, a recent study by the Palato Heritage Foundation finds that roughly 63% of supervillains have a dissociative personality disorder, while another whopping 17% have split personality diagnosis. That's a whole lot of dueling perspectives going on. Well, as they say, two heads are better than one. Well, it is no coincidence that we get the following piece of mail from Brandon Teasley of San Diego, California. Brandon writes, "Dear Doc, battling society with my secret supervillain schemes can be a little challenging, to put it lightly. I have yet to be diagnosed with a split personality because my dark reflection informs me to never snitch on it to psychiatric professionals. Thus far, I've flown under the radar. Life was quite helter-skelter before, but trying to get Jekyll and Hyde to equally cooperate is utterly draining and often futile. What advice can you give a fella who struggles with such opposites? I ask now while I am fully in control. I hope to surprise my quote-unquote brother with a special broadcast from my favorite supervillain monologue master, Dr. Zeero Xiron. I'm sure he will appreciate it, and good luck with whatever game of chess you are playing there on YouTube. I'm sure your cunning supervillain logic can win the battle there. Cheers and thanks for the wild ride, your show with lollipops and skills." Well, thank you there, Brandon. I'm enthusiastic to help sort out your duality. Now, first off, as has been noted, legitimate split personalities are something of a large undercurrent in supervillain subculture. So let's just take an objective step back and examine some more famous examples of this issue. First, it's important to note, you should not be ashamed of multiple selves. You didn't start that way, but you surely ended up that way. In the mental health establishment eyes, you are sick and need help, often against your own wills. On the other hand, as a supervillain, it's a strength that drives you. So either you run from your own shadow, or you embrace it fully. In witchcraft, in magic, we call it shadow work. But sometimes you find you have a second shadow with a life all its own. Sometimes you have several. I guess it all depends on who comes to the door at any given moment. Hell, sometimes you don't even know who or what will take the wheel. So the logical discussion should be safeguards. Let's talk Harvey Dent and Norman Osborn. Now, Osborn, he has no safeguard except psychiatric pills of suppression. When he forgets to take them, he just launches off on a hovercraft dressed like a goblin, the Green Goblin, throwing pumpkin bombs at people and whatnot. Of all the ways a split personality could materialize, that is quite an interesting aesthetic choice. Now, Harvey, on the other hand, old Two-Face there, he doesn't bother to hide. He's loud and proud about it. But instead of pills, he's got his coin. Bad side of good side, one flip, and it's decided. But his flaw is that without the coin, he cannot make up his minds. Knock that circular silver out of his hands, Harvey is just useless and scrambling. So you see, both these options are limited. Now we have to give a round of applause to the doctors at Arkham. They found out how to help Harvey. The coin is two options only. They took it away, and he couldn't figure out if he had to use the toilet or not. He kept soiling his drawers. You know, he couldn't make up his minds. So to extend his options, they gave him a 52-pack of playing cards. 52 options, not just two. Doc suggests you start there. A 52-headed Hydra is better than a conjoined twin. Now, Green Goblin there, don't expect much change. Sometimes split supervillains get stuck in their ways. I mean, what screams lost cause more than Green Goblin? Psycho. Total psycho. Hilarious to watch. Terrible to team up with. A psychopath of this sort is not a professional. They are a wild card. You just gotta let them go their own way, like mama bird pushing baby bird out the nest to fly that first time. So yes, the goblins out there take flight. Just be careful when attempting to seriously organize them into a formidable force. Now, back to the 52 options playing card assessment. Truth is, as a magical supervillain, you can do better. You have to fixate on one major tool of your magical arsenal. The 78 card tarot deck, silly pants. Yes, this contains the beast and opens a whole new universe of split navigation. It's really like getting 78 Two-Face coins. One side scratched, one side mint. One tarot card reversed, one upright. And then you factor in all the deep occult wisdom each card represents to offer you a fully illuminated range of paths to take. An entire universe opens up to you. Really, just try it and see. You will quickly get results. So I hope this helps, Brandon. I highly recommend the Rider-Waite deck. It has the most comprehensive imagery available on the market. And when you are a supervillain using tarot, remember both Death and the Tower are two of the best cards you can draw. Now, Doc there certainly has more tips for steering split personalities. However, YouTube is squeamish, and the censors probably aren't down with anything else Xiron here has to say. Thus, we must show restraint. Regardless, feel free to email Doc through my newly created nonprofit Patreon. So nowhere on my profile will I ever seek payment for my content, rituals, or services. Truth is, if Doc likes you enough, then Zeero will perform rituals for zero. As always, I am a prophet against profit. That much said, thanks for zapping into the Dr. Zeero Xiron Free Magic Secrets Show, your diabolical dialogues repository for all your damaging doom plays. So hit the subscribe button. There's going to be plenty more episodes coming up. Post these videos anywhere that you can post them to, because we need to get these supervillain monologues out there. It's a hot topic. It's a whole new subculture to explore. It's very important for your magical ascent to supervillainhood and controlling the world and shaping it into your own twisted image. So, that much said, as always, hail Arkham. And as always, here's your hot rockin' outro just for you. Bye-bye, kids.